First award we're going to start with tonight is our Rising Star Award. This award honors excellence in youth leadership. It acknowledges individuals or groups who have exemplified positive leadership and decision-making skills in service to the community. This year's recipient has a long and impressive resume to only be a junior in high school. He attended Simpson Elementary, Pinckneyville Middle, and is now attending Norcross High School. He's a soccer player and active in Scouts since he was in the first grade. He started as a Tiger Cub and moved through the rankings to earn his Eagle Scout in August of 2016. His scouting journey including earning his Cub Scout religious emblem and the Arrow of Light. He also serves as a patrol leader and is currently an assistant senior patrol leader. In January 2016, our recipient was chosen to participate in the first ever 10th grade class of the Gwinnett Student Leadership Team. He's been active with Gwinnett Relay for Life movement and currently serves as Norcross High School's co-chair, raising thousands of dollars for cancer research. He's active in the Blue Crew and serves on the Student Council as an executive board member. He's active in Mary Our Queen Catholic Church, serving as an usher and lector. He's volunteered for the past 4 years at Dunwoody Baptist Church during their food stock campaign and is part of the International Hunger Stop Now movement. Please help me in recognizing our 2016 Rising Star, Ben Chapin.
So first of all, I want to thank the UPCCA for giving me this award and considering me. It's a great honor and a pleasure. I'd love to thank my parents and my family and friends. I wouldn't be here without you guys. And a lot of people don't get this opportunity, but I'm very thankful for being here today and getting these options. So thank you so much.
Our next award is the Business Neighborhood Partnership. This award recognizes excellence in business neighborhood partnerships. It is intended for the Peachtree Corners-based business that works with neighborhoods to improve the quality of life and help with positive development. This year's recipient is a private equity real estate investment firm founded in 2005 by an individual who has a long and distinguished career in real estate that spans over 2 decades. This firm has 8 buildings in Peachtree Corners, and their leadership team has 90 years of combined experience with $1.4 billion in involved real estate. They've made Peachtree Corners tremendous contribution to the Peachtree Corners community by not only sponsoring the Peachtree Corners Festival concert, but allowing the city to use their venue for the festival. Without their generosity, the Peachtree Corners Festival would not be possible. The firm's managing partner is a highly sought-after speaker for industrial events and conferences and a featured guest speaker at Georgia State's universally nationally ranked Robinson School of Business. He's been quoted extensively in Business Week, National Real Estate Investment Magazine, Georgia Trend, and the Atlanta Business Chronicle. Please help me in recognizing the 2016 Business Neighborhood Partnership recipient, Glenfield Capital, and James P. Cate, managing partner and founder.
So I would like to continue on with what this is about. I'd like to shed a little light on some of the things that we've done here that maybe you can as well. We have enjoyed becoming a member in your community and participating in multiple ways. I've enjoyed getting to know Ware Gratwick, Mike Mason, Debbie Mason, Lori Christopher. Hope to get to know more of the City Council. And then there's some other individuals I think we should point out that are a big part of our feeling of partnership of being in this community here. So 3 years ago, we made a decision to invest in this community. Our 8 buildings have 30-plus companies, 2,000 employees. We are investing capital in those to make companies want to be here and have a great work environment. That's our mission. It's not our only mission. We'd like to be more part of the community, so that's why we've done the other things. We don't do them to seek awards. We never. I didn't know this existed. We're not here to seek awards, but I'm grateful for the thought. I'm really appreciative. The people that have been involved, and first of all, I'm curious to get a show of hands of any of you that came to the concert on the border, the tribute Eagles band that played on our lawn last. Anybody that came? That's a pretty good showing. I thought it was fantastic. That was a great atmosphere. That felt like a real community, having a great time together. It felt very festive. We enjoyed that. We'd like to try to equal or better that this coming May. That was a lot of fun. We want to continue to do more of those things. So our involvement in the Peachtree Corners Arts Festival, and I want to pay big credit to Debbie Mason, Glenfield Capital's own Vicki Parker, Bonnie Marshall, some people that are incredibly involved in your community in this arts festival, helping make it happen. It could not happen without them. Within Glenfield, we have Andrew O'Brien and Vicki Parker. I don't know that we'd be as involved in Peachtree Corners without Vicki Parker, one of your own residents. And as Vicki says, there's always something exciting happening in Peachtree Corners. Andrew O'Brien is our head of acquisitions, and they are a big part of what we do. So we really enjoy being here. The people that I've met, I'd like to shed some light on as well. Elizabeth Gross. We got involved with the foundation at Norcross High School as a result of her coming and looking to raise money from the business community, and I am amazed at what's going on there, and I think someone like Elizabeth Gross should be definitely getting an award. If you're not involved with the foundation and all the things and the difference it makes for a lot of kids, get involved. There's a lot of good to happen there. We feel like if we're invested in a community and we have office buildings and the school down the street from us is doing better, that's a better environment for everybody. That's our mission. Bob Balag, who's raising money for the Veterans Memorial. Hi, Bob. We've got a hike coming up soon. Bob is someone else I'd like to shed light on. He is for the Town Center Veterans Memorial. Bob is raising money for that. We're happy to have you at our tenant appreciation last week. And I would like to shed light on that. I think it's wonderful what you're doing, and we want to help with that as well. So we want to continue to do these kinds of things. I asked my wife and children to come tonight. We talk some about what we do. As in my son refers to me as a real estate investor person. And we talk about the seriousness of that, but I wanted the kids to see that there's other things that go along with being responsible and giving back and being part of a community. So I asked them to come here as well. And I think I've left Dina Snipes out, so if you would do me one favor for 30 seconds. She's had a birthday. So can you help me? Can we just sing happy birthday? Because she is the machine and she does a lot of work for us. And Jill Ferguson, before we do that, Jill Ferguson is with CBRE and she manages our buildings. Jill has a lot to do with our involvement with the Arts Festival and did a lot of work. Her and her Kelly Watson, her assistant, and Ryan in her office, tremendous amount of work on the Arts Festival. Very grateful for your work, Jill. Thank you very much. Jill's a big part of what we do and a big part of our face here in Peachtree Corners. So I'd love it if you guys would just help me out and we could sing Dina happy birthday. Okay? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dina. Happy birthday to you.
Our next award is the Community Partner Award. This award honors excellence in community partnership. It acknowledges nonprofit organizations, schools, faith-based organizations for above and beyond contribution to the community. This year's recipient is a nonprofit association that opened its doors to the Peachtree Corners community in 1997, offering its members fitness and wellness activities, gymnastics, aquatics, youth sports, programs for active older adults, summer camping, after-school enrichment programs, adaptive sports for children with special needs, child care, aerobics classes, leadership, and volunteer opportunities. The Young Learning Program ensures school readiness for preschool-age children that attend the program. This organization is committed to helping children make the transition from learning to read to reading to learn by the 3rd grade. The goal of the after-school program is to improve academic achievement throughout the years and to have all elementary school students performing at or above grade level in reading and math and making healthy and safe decisions. The Teen Leadership Program focuses on building skills, character, and confidence, and helping teens develop into future leaders, be college and career ready, and citizens of a global community. In 2014, they spent $7.4 million on a capital campaign to expand their facilities, including a new teen center, senior center, family locker rooms, as well as an expanded wellness center, renovated locker rooms, and a new multi-purpose space. The current executive director of this amazing nonprofit served his second stint with this organization, having served as the program director from 1995 to 1997. He's a graduate of Norcross High School and Georgia Southern University with a bachelor's degree in recreation. Please help me in recognizing the 2016 Community Partner recipient, the Robert D. Fowler YMCA, and Executive Director Mark Thornell.
Thank you so much. I do want to thank UPCCA for this award. And it is wonderful because I did grow up in this area. I consider myself a hometown boy, went to Norcross High School in the old school. Didn't enjoy the brand new school that we have now. But yeah, we opened our doors almost 20 years ago. So we're going to have a birthday next year. We'll be 20 years old. But before then, the YMCA existed, and you don't need brick and mortar. So we were running programs in this community 5 years, actually before we opened our doors. And so I happened to be part of that and part of the lead staff team that opened it up. And then the Y took me other places, but it's been such a joy to come back to this community that gave so much to myself. My 3 brothers, we all graduated Norcross High School. So to come back here and really give back to a community. And I have to think, really the magic doesn't happen with me. It's the 120 staff that are at the Robert Fowler YMCA that make the magic happen each and every day. And it's also my board of directors who have vision and give me leadership and encouragement to go out there and seek that unmet need in the community. As she was reading that off, you didn't hear a lot of wellness activities. A lot of people think of the YMCA as a gym and swim, but we're so much more. That's the story we want to get out there, is that we're just more than a gym and swim. We are out there working with kids and teenagers, trying to make this community a better place. And so come celebrate with us next year, 20 years old. So thank you.
Our next award is the Friend of Peachtree Corners. This award is for someone who does not reside in the Peachtree Corners city, but has made a substantial contribution in some way to our city. This year's recipient was first elected to the Georgia Senate 2010. Before being elected to the Georgia Senate, he served in the state legislature from 1999 till 2010. He currently represents portions of Peachtree Corners, Gwinnett County, Fulton County, and DeKalb County. He is the chairman of the Higher Education Committee, secretary of the Health and Human Services Committee. He's also a member of the Education and Youth Committee and the Rules Committee. He serves on the Governor's Education Reform Commission and the Governor's Welfare Reform Commission. He also serves on the Southern Regional Education Board, the Board of Georgia Partnerships for Excellence in Education. He's a native of New London, Connecticut, and holds a bachelor's degree in arts and economics. He and his wife, Mary, have 3 children and 7 grandchildren and are active at Dunwoody United Methodist Church. During Peachtree Corners' quest for cityhood, this friend of Peachtree Corners recipient was an enormous help in guiding the cityhood legislation through the Senate. He also attends many UPPCA programs and events over the years and is extremely supportive of the Peachtree Corners community. Please help me in recognizing the 2016 Friend of Peachtree Corners recipient, Senator Fran Millar.
You know, it's a real pleasure to come over here when you live in DeKalb County. And my wife's not here because she chairs the holiday festival at Dunwoody Methodist Church, and we raised about $75,000 to build a habitat home, and that's going to be in 2 weeks over there. But, you know, I look around the room and think about the people I've known over the years. This may be the first time I've come to something where it hadn't cost me $500 to give to Debbie Mason. I know I'm in a church and we have a fellow, you know, getting ready for a stewardship campaign. Well, I'd just go see Debbie. But I've been really blessed. When I think about the people that I've got to know over the years, particularly in Gwinnett County and Peachtree Corners, you know, people like Tom Rice, who served you so faithfully all these years. You were very blessed to have Tom here. I've got Mary Kay Murphy, for example. People like Alvin Wilbanks. The dynamic mayoral pair down here, the Masons. Okay, Lori, for example. Even Eric, okay, ran against me one time. He now is one of your great city council members. But again, I can't tell you, to see what's happened over here and see the growth and see how well the city has done is really a blessing. And this means a lot to me. I very much appreciate this honor, and I certainly wish you all the very best going forward. And with that, I guess I will turn the mic back to you. But again, thank you all so very, very much.
The next award is the Difference Maker. This award is given for excellence in community service. It recognizes extraordinary volunteer and civic effort, which helps build community spirit. Individuals or groups nominated for this award demonstrate the importance of lending a helping hand and providing volunteer service within neighborhoods. This year's recipient certainly fits the definition of a difference maker in the Peachtree Corners community. She's served and been president of 2 different HOAs in Peachtree Corners, Woodlawn Condos and River Place Subdivision. She served on the UPPCA board for over 10 years and served 2 different terms as president of UPPCA. She chaired the Peachtree Corners tour of homes in 2007, raising $10,000 that contributed to the lighting of the monument sign. She coordinated litter pickup in numerous Peachtree Corners roads since 2013 in cooperation with the Gwinnett Clean and Beautiful. She coordinated UPPCA's efforts on the Great American Cleanup along with the Gwinnett Clean and Beautiful for the past 5 years. She's the founding and co-director of the West Chapter of Friends of the Library and has served on that board for the last 3 years. In October 1999, she was matched with a little sister through the Big Sister, Little Sister Metro Atlanta program. Her little sister was in 2nd grade at the time, and she has mentored her for over 17 years. In our recipient's own words, being a mentor has meant the most to me as far as my volunteer roles. I've had the honor and privilege to work with this year's recipient when I first joined the UPPCA board. She embodies what it means to be a difference maker in our community and is always helping others. Please help me in recognizing the 2016 Difference Maker, Ms. Pat Bruschini.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Sherry and Bonnie and Janice and all the UPCCA board members for this recognition and this lovely event. It was just wonderful. I am humbled and I'm honored. Volunteering in my community is something that comes kind of natural for me. I was taught by my parents. I'm a second-generation bag lady. I brought a picture of my mother on the front page of the Anderson, South Carolina newspaper, surrounded by bags of trash that she picked up. So she and my dad were both bag people. But when I look around the room tonight, I see people in my own community that have inspired me. I'm looking at Gay Shook, Lynette Howard, Debbie and Mike Mason, Ann Case, Elsie Johnson. Thank you for edging me on, nudging me on, and inspiring me. It's my friends, my family. Nikki, my little sister, could not be here tonight. She's working, but they've all just keep me motivated and keep me going. And I want to shout out to all the people that have helped me pick up litter in this room and all the litter picker-uppers. I'm most grateful for them. I'm so very blessed. Thank you, Sherry.
Our last award of the evening is the Paul Duke Lifetime Achievement Award. The Lifetime Achievement Award recognizes an individual who has generously given of their time, energy, and efforts to improve the quality of life in Peachtree Corners over numerous years. Through excellence in leadership, this person has helped fulfill Paul Duke's vision of a planned community where people could live, work, and play in a quality environment. This year's recipient served our country in the Air Force for 21 years, retiring with the rank of Air Force Master Sergeant. During his time in the military, he learned how to manage goods, services, and most importantly, people. After his military service, he began a career in education, earning a doctorate in management while turning troubled schools around by engaging the surrounding communities. After his retirement from education, he and his wife, Gracie, were looking for a good place to retire, a place with access to airports, excellent schools, and a diverse community. They chose Peachtree Corners. Not one to be retired long, our recipient began to seek out conversations with people in the community. These conversations created opportunities, and it was not too long before he was active in UPPCA, Rotary International, Gwinnett Clean and Beautiful, Gwinnett County Housing Authority, Gwinnett County Development Authority, and the Atlanta chapter of the Tuskegee Airmen's. He served on the Salvation Army Board and the Gwinnett Hospital Systems Board. He's currently a member of the Peachtree Corners Downtown Development Authority Board. Please help me in recognizing the 2016 Paul Duke Lifetime Achievement Award recipient, Mr. L.C. Johnson.
Is it on? Yes. Well, I'd like to begin by saying thank each and every one of you for being here, and certainly those UPCCA people that I had an opportunity to work with over the years. My wife and I, we moved here in May of 1998, and he's not here this evening, but he was very instrumental in me becoming very involved in a lot of things in Gwinnett County, and that's Bert Nasuti. And I just want to thank Lynette and Gay and others, and if I don't get everyone's name, I don't want to be held accountable for not remembering the name. But I have had some very good mentors within this organization, and I believe I probably served about 14 years, somewhere in that neighborhood, and it's been a wonderful ride. And most of all, I'm happy that I was part of Peachtree Corners becoming a city, which was well-deserved, well-needed. And from that, I branched out with many tentacles within Gwinnett County. And sometime when the phone rang at night, I said, I can't say I'm going to do anything again, so I'm already booked. But again, I want to thank each of you, the members of the board, for thinking of me and nominating me for this outstanding award. And I see Ruth over here. We've worked on some projects together, and other people as well within this room. And I am delighted to be part of Peachtree Corners, and I will love it and serve it until I'm promoted to heaven. Thank you and good evening.
At this time, I would like to thank our title sponsor, the City of Peachtree Corners. We live in a wonderful city that has a great mixture of residential, business, and recreational opportunities. We live in a city where amazingly talented people contribute their time, talents, efforts, and resources to make Peachtree Corners a wonderful place to live, work, and play. This year's event would not be possible without our title sponsor, so please help me in thanking the City of Peachtree Corners, our City Council, and our Mayor, Mike Mason. An event like the Star Awards takes a lot of planning and thoughtful preparation. Planning for this year's Star Awards started back in late summer. 3 ladies on the UPCCA board worked diligently over the past 4 months to make this event possible. I would like to take a moment of personal privilege to thank these 3 ladies. I'm honored to serve with them on the UPCCA board, but even more honored to call them friends. First, I would like to start with our chairwoman of the Star Awards Committee, Ms. Barney Marshall. Bonnie has worked tirelessly to organize tonight's event. She did an amazing job by adding music and some personal touches. Bonnie is wonderful to work with and has a great sense of humor. I never lost 1 minute's sleep worrying about the Star Awards because I knew Bonnie had it under control. She's a woman of her word and someone I have thoroughly enjoyed getting to know. Bonnie, thank you for your hard work and dedication to Peachtree Corners community. Next, I would like to thank Janet Crosby. Janice has worn many hats and performed many duties this year throughout the year for UPPCA. Her main role is Director of Programs, but she served on the Star Awards Committee as Acting Secretary and at times has filled the role of Past President. Janice was our go-to person on the history of UPPCA and past award dinners. I'm embarrassed to say there were many questions I couldn't answer, but Janice always knew what to do or had an answer. Janice always has a smile on her face and is always willing to roll up her sleeves and get to work, no matter the task. Janice is one of those people I trust for advice and guidance. Janice, thank you for your hard work and dedication to the Peachtree Corners community. Next, I would like to thank Debbie Mason. Where to begin? Debbie has done so many great things for our community, from being the first lady of our city, to organizing the Peachtree Corners Festival and the holiday parade, to serving on the UPPCA board for many years, along with serving on this year's Star Awards. Debbie is someone I know I can always count on for a word of advice, a word of encouragement, or a listening ear. She has a heart and passion for Peachtree Corners that is unmatched and is such a kind and caring woman. Debbie, thank you for all your hard work on behalf of the City of Peachtree Corners and the UPPCA board. We are so blessed to have you in our community. We have one more happy birthday to wish tonight. Mr. L.C. Johnson, tonight is his birthday. So if you will join me in singing happy birthday to L.C. Please do. Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Elsie. Happy birthday to you. I would also like to thank Christ the King for letting us use this a wonderful space. They are such a great partner to work with and letting us host all of our events tonight. So thank you to Christ the King. Thank you for joining us this evening as we celebrate six truly remarkable individuals in our amazing city. This event has given us the opportunity to recognize those unsung heroes who've made Peachtree Corners the most wonderful place to live, work, and play. Have a great evening and a safe drive home.